Welcome to 10-Minute Health Tech, the AI-powered podcast where we dive into healthcare technologies and companies so you don't have to. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Julia.
Today, we're diving into AmplifyMD. It's a company trying to change how hospitals offer specialized care.
Yeah.
Using these virtual tools. What's caught my eye is they're not just another telehealth app, They're taking on some really big problems hospitals face every single day.
Yeah, that's right. They're tackling things like, not having enough specialists, which of course that directly impacts patient care. And then, also dealing with outdated technology. That makes telehealth harder. And then, and the nightmare of trying to set up these hub and spoke telehealth networks.
Oh, wow.
So that means connecting multiple hospitals with different electronic health record systems.
It sounds incredibly complex.
Yeah.
Especially with all those different systems trying to talk to each other.
Exactly. And that's where this whole hub and spoke model comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it like a major airport. The hub is the hospital with the specialists.
Okay.
And the spokes are the smaller hospitals that need access to those specialists. So AmplifyMD is trying to make it easier for these spokes to connect with the hub for things like consultations and even remote patient monitoring.
Okay, so how are they actually, tackling these problems? Their website mentions a user-friendly platform for physicians. It seems pretty important given all the talk about telehealth fatigue among doctors these days.
Yeah. They're emphasizing that their platform is designed to be intuitive and efficient for physicians to use. And this is crucial because if doctors find the technology frustrating or time-consuming, they're less likely to use it, no matter how beneficial it might be.
Yeah, that makes sense. If the technology adds to their workload instead of easing it, it's not really a solution. Are there any details about how they make it more user-friendly?
Unfortunately, the material you provided doesn't really dive into the specific features that contribute to its user-friendliness. But there is a compelling quote from a CEO who implemented AmplifyMD, and they reported a significant drop in both transfers and readmissions, which, indicates that physicians are indeed utilizing the platform and making a difference in patient care and satisfaction.
Okay, so we see it's having a positive impact on patient outcomes. But what about the physicians themselves? Are they finding it easier to use than other telehealth systems?
There's another testimonial. This one's from a chief medical officer. And they describe the specialist on AmplifyMD as timely, fast, and responsive with excellent documentation and communication. So this suggests that the platform is facilitating a smoother workflow for physicians, allowing them to provide care efficiently.
So we're seeing positive feedback from both administrators and physicians.
Yeah.
But what kind of tangible results are they seeing beyond, those anecdotes?
Well, AmplifyMD claims some pretty impressive statistics. They report an 81% reduction in patient transfers, a 38% lower 30-day readmission rate, and a 77% reduction in leakage. Leakage refers to those complex cases that might have been transferred to other facilities.
Wow, those are some significant improvements. It sounds like they're making a real difference in patient outcomes and hospital efficiency. But how are they measuring something as complex as case mix index?
Case mix index, or CMI, is a way of measuring the complexity and severity of cases treated by a hospital. A higher CMI generally means the hospital is treating more complex cases. AmplifyMD boasts a 34% higher CMI, implying they're enabling hospitals to manage those complex cases that they might have previously transferred.
So they're not only reducing transfers, but they're also allowing hospitals to handle more complex cases in-house. That's got to have a major impact on a hospital's bottom line.
Absolutely. And it's not just about the financial impact. It's also about improving access to care for patients, particularly in rural areas where specialist shortages are more acute.
Right. You mentioned earlier that they also work on outpatient care. What kind of impact are they having in that area?
They've had some success in reducing wait times for outpatient appointments. There's a case study highlighting how their platform helped cut down neurology appointment wait times from months to just days.
That's a game changer for patients who need specialized care but can't afford to wait months for an appointment. It seems like AmplifyMD is really going beyond just connecting patients and specialists.
Yeah.
They're thinking about the entire patient journey and how to make it smoother and more efficient.
Exactly. They're focusing on things like improving patient flow, making sure resources are used effectively, and even addressing physician burnout. All of these factors contribute to a more sustainable and efficient healthcare system.
It's impressive that they're tracking all these metrics, not just patient transfers and readmission rates, but also length of stay and even case mix index.
Yeah.
That data must be incredibly valuable for hospitals trying to improve their operations and show how their telehealth programs are making a difference.
Yeah, it's essential for understanding the true impact of telehealth. This data-driven approach allows hospitals to go beyond individual stories and make informed decisions based on concrete data points. It helps them identify areas where they can improve and refine their telehealth strategies.
It also seems like AmplifyMD understands the difficulties hospitals face when implementing new technologies. They talk about providing a ready-to-use platform, seamless integrations, and avoiding costly IT builds.
Right. They recognize that hospitals need solutions that are easy to implement and work with their existing systems. They can't afford to spend months or years on complex IT projects. AmplifyMD's expertise in building enterprise-grade telehealth solutions really comes into play here. They aim to make the transition to virtual care as smooth as possible for hospitals.
And let's not forget about the specialists themselves by providing them with an easy-to-use platform and the support they need. AmplifyMD is helping to make sure telehealth is a positive experience for both providers and patients.
You're right. We can't talk about telehealth success without acknowledging the doctors and their willingness to embrace these new models of care. AmplifyMD seems to understand that and is working to create a platform that empowers specialists to deliver high-quality virtual care.
It's amazing how much impact a company like AmplifyMD can have on healthcare by tackling these key challenges head-on.
Huh.
They're not just improving how care is delivered, but they're also shaping the future of telehealth.
And this raises an important question for you as telehealth continues to evolve. What other innovations will we see that further improve access to specialized care and make the overall patient experience better?
That's a great question to think about as we wrap up our deep dive into AmplifyMD. It's clear they're leading a major shift in how specialty care is delivered.
Absolutely. And it's a shift that has the potential to benefit hospitals and physicians, but most importantly, the patients who need timely and high-quality care.
It really does make you think, like, what's next for virtual care?
Yeah.
How is it going to, evolve? What stood out to me was how AmplifyMD is, focused on not just the technology, but the human element, too.
Uh-huh.
Making it easier for physicians to use, improving the patient experience. That seems crucial for telehealth to really succeed.
Yeah, that's a great point. You can have, the best technology, but if it doesn't consider, the needs of the people actually using it, then, it's not going to work.
Exactly. It's about finding the balance between cutting-edge tech and making sure it works well for the users.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes AmplifyMD's approach so interesting. They seem to be tackling those challenges, head on.
For sure. And their data, like we talked about, is key. It lets them track their impact, demonstrate the value, and, continuously improve. It's that commitment to data that sets them apart.
This has been a fascinating deep dive into AmplifyMD. It's clear they're leading a major shift in how specialty care is delivered. And it'll be interesting to see how their approach continues to shape the future of telehealth.
Definitely. This deep dive has given you a lot to think about. The future of virtual care, how it's going to change healthcare access and delivery.
Thanks for spending 10 minutes with us, and be sure to look for more 10-Minute Health Tech podcasts.
Bye.
Bye.